Hi guys, today I'm going to share with you this yummy keto cookie recipe. At the beginning of summer, I had posted this keto brownie cookie video, and so these would be the vanilla take to that video. I have been making these chocolate or vanilla cookies all summer. I've even made them in the bottom of my air fryer as like a cake pie thing. We've been taking them on family staycations. I've even made little muffins in my air fryer, mostly because it was so hot to use the oven. So these muffins worked great. The recipe's the same as the cookies. I just put them into muffins. I've even made mini loaves. These loaves are the same, except I add 2 tablespoons of butter and an egg to the mixture just to make it a little bit more cake-like, because it is a lot more dense in these little muffin tins. But we love them. I've been making them, like I said, all summer and fall. I still make them. I have not shared the recipe, only the chocolate one. This is a good way for me to get in extra protein, and they're so tasty. So let's get started on the recipe. I use a 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt. I've used different types of Greek yogurt. This one has lower fat, so it works really good for protein sparing. So again, a full 1/3 cup of the Greek yogurt. I add that to my bowl, and then I use a 1/4 cup of brown swerve, and then 2 tablespoons of confectioner swerve, a teaspoon of vanilla. I mix it all up with my handheld mixer, but again, because I've been making these so much, I've even gone and mixed it with a spatula at some point, and they work just as good. They just don't get as much rise. On the lazier days, I didn't pull out my mixer. I used just a spatula. So here is my protein powder. I am adding a 1.5 scoops of the protein powder. I've even used a different type of vanilla protein powder. They all tend to work the same. I add 3 scoops of collagen powder. I've even used my vanilla collagen powder in the past, and that works good too. I added a teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of egg whites plus a tablespoon. Once that's all added to my bowl, I continue mixing it. When I do use a handheld mixer, it makes the batter more rich, thick, and creamy. But like I said, I've been mixing it by hand with a spatula when I'm feeling really lazy and just wanting to whip up a batch super quick. So even if you don't have a handheld mixer, you can mix it really well with a whisk or a spatula. I then spoon the mixture out onto my lined baking tray. I forgot to mention at the start of the video, my oven is preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So I try to space out the cookies so that they won't spread or touch each other. When I mix this mixture by hand without the handheld mixer, it sometimes tends to be a little bit runny, and my cookies might even touch. But I don't worry about it because they're still tasty, not as cookbook worthy, but still really good. I think I got 11 on my tray in this video. I then went on to place 4 chocolate chips on each cookie. This is optional. You don't have to add the chocolate chips if you don't want. I just like that little extra bit of chocolate. And this is them before they go in the oven. So I've been doing 10 to 11 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Originally, when I was making my brownie chocolate cookies, I think I had done 14 to 15 minutes. And I found that I like them cooked a little bit less. It makes them a little bit more softer and moist. Here is the chocolate mixture. I do have a video on that, but it's pretty much the same as the vanilla ones, except there's cocoa powder. Here are the cookies out of the oven. They're golden brown on top. They don't take long to brown at all, and they do cook fairly quickly. I've even been doing 10 to 11 minutes for the chocolate cookies lately, and I prefer it, like I said, a little bit undercooked. These are the chocolate ones. The vanilla ones don't tend to rise as much as the chocolate ones, but they are still just as tasty. I almost prefer the vanilla. I've been trying to cut down on my chocolate intake, so that is why I started to do the vanilla cookies in the first place. And you can see it has that nice cookie cake texture. And for storing, I've just been doing large batches. So I've been using a large Ziploc bag and then placing it in the fridge. Here were the muffins that I made. So I did some of the batch with blueberries instead of chocolate chips. They are a little bit more moist than the chocolate chip muffins. This is a chocolate chip one and still really yummy. Like I said, I've really been enjoying this recipe. I've made it a lot. I wish I could have shared it sooner. Here is a batch of cookies I made where I didn't use a handheld mixer. I just used a spatula, and this is what I mean. They are flatter, they run together, not a big deal, still just as tasty. The edges touched each other, but still good. And here are the mini chocolate chip loaves that I made. Again, these have 1 egg added to the mixture and 2 tablespoons of butter just to give it more of a cake feel. These were so good too. Again, I stored these in a Ziploc bag as well, but yeah, I'll give you an up close view. These were really good, like I said, and even no mold or muffin mold or anything, just throwing it in the bottle of my air fryer, these were both good as well. Yeah, but it all started with these chocolate keto brownie cookies. Like I said, I've been making them still, more so for my husband, so he won't touch my vanilla chocolate chip ones, but I do love both of these. I just thought I would finally get this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and let me know if you guys try them. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.